And do you really want to talk about this?
All right, I think white is your favorite
It
color.
started as a joke. As a joke. Garcia and I were at the airport.
We were at the airport.
We were at the airport picking up a friend of ours.
White?
No, he's Filipino. Anyway, and everywhere we looked, there was like a white guy with an Asian girlfriend. There was at least 3 or 4 of them that walked past us that day.
I remember that.
That morning. And
The
just as a joke,
phase.
as a goof, I said to Garcia, like, man, all these white dudes are taking our girls, as a joke. And I said to him, like, you know what? I'm gonna get revenge. I'm gonna go for white girls only. I'm gonna go take white girls only.
Mr. AMWF over here.
Oh my gosh. I feel partly
likes what everything were white, bro.
And I think
White rice.
it was like that was gonna be my niche, right?
White bread.
girls was gonna be our
He
niche.
doesn't play the black keys on the keyboard.
It's just the white parts.
This is the white notes.
Oh man.
Starts like hoping for the white lady to chase him. Casting spells in Tagalog, and then looking at the back seat. Is she there yet?
He's doing the
I go to Baleta Drive.
Yeah, up and down Baleta.
Keep going back and forth.
Is the
Baleta
Filipino
Drive.
Billy,
He's doing
Billy
3-point
Ocean?
turns.
Get in the back seat, baby.
Get in my coche.
Get in my coche,
My
baby.
coche.
Kasok.
Pasok.
Get in
He
my
gets obsessed with
coche.
he get obsessed with like dating duendes and shit.
Wow. We're just revisiting.
Tubby pot.
Oh shit. Oh man. But yeah, that's the story
Oh, my
behind
gosh.
the story behind that white girls. It started just as a joke.
Yeah.
Just as a joke.
Joke, he says.
But it becomes reality, right?
Became real.
I mean, it becomes to a point like when cops go undercover and then they're just too in deep in their cover. That's just you with white ladies.
I went too deep with the joke.
Stop looking.
Too deep with the joke. I ended up dating a lot of
White
girls.
people.
I ended up dating a lot of girls that were half.
That's it. Like that's
You have to ease yourself in.
Yeah. ease it back in.
Transition from there into full blown white.
everything has to be half white now.
Oh man.
You wear off white
They were
sneakers.
like a beige color, like
Cream.
mother of pearl.
Don went all the way to the other end where he went to an Asian country with a white girl just to flex. For 2 years he was there.
That was the goal.
You know what? Some guys probably were pointing at him like, man, that white woman's stealing all of our men. That white woman?
Oh gosh.
Taking all the men from us.
When he
that's
landed in
circle
the
of life, man.
airport.
That's like some Tenet shit, bro, in like dating white people world.
Full circle.
Oh man,
You accomplished your mission, Don. You
Full
you really
circle.
turned it around.
full circle.
Starts eating mashed potatoes with steak to study their culture.
You know what was funny? You know what's funny? You know how
Less flavored food.
you know how
I don't like spice.
oh my
Needs less salt. Too much salt.
Mayonnaise is spicy.
check. You know how here
I like vegetables now.
you know how here in Western
Baked
countries
salmon goods.
they've got Chinese food and they'll say Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
Over there in Asia or in Singapore, they have Western restaurants.
And
So
then
you'll
that's
have
the name of the
Western-
restaurant?
Yeah, so it'll be like chicken palmies.
Yeah.
It'll be like steak and chips. It would be like those kinds of foods, like things that you would just consider normal foods, but they're all called Western. Like spaghetti and bolognese is a Western food.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, like
anything that's
Western
not
takeaway,
Asian is
Western
Western.
takeout.
Yeah.
So do you
Did they have
say
a
that
Lone-
you
did they
date
have a Lone
Western
Star
girls?
In Singapore? You know Lone Star.
No, they don't
you
have a
know,
Lone Star.
What about Outback?
They don't.
Outback, they gotta have Outback.
Outback.
Nah.
There's one in
Outback.
America. There's gotta have one in
Really?
There's
Singapore.
none.
Because they're everywhere. It feels like that's the Australian thing to be known.
None that I've seen.
Like, oh, there's an
Yeah, Paul
Outback.
Hogan and Foster's
You go
and Outback.
overseas.
Outback's not even Australian.
Speaking in reverse, you
Yeah.
reckon Australians in Singapore are like, when is the Outback coming here?
Because they've already got Jollibee.
Aussies
There's already a
over
Jollibee there.
There's an Aussie podcast. So I heard there's an Outback Steakhouse coming to Singapore.
I heard Lone Pine is coming to Singapore.
Lone Pine, mate.
That's a deep cut. Wow. Shout out to Rudy Hill.
If they have a Rashays, then it's a game changer.
Rashays.
Like, oh, Western Sydney's coming. I knew it. I've been waiting.
Imagine they have an El Janas out there. That would be
I had an El
amazing.
Jana
yeah.
today, bro. Hey, is charcoal chicken a thing in London? Like a huge thing?
Porters, right? Portuguese chicken.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's huge, man. But like, there's no equivalent. You just reminded me how good El Jana is.
Oh no, you guys got Nando's, right?
Do they have?
You got Nando's.
Yeah.
Nando's big here.
Apparently,
Nando's like a thing.
yeah. Apparently, Nando's is supposed to be like a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, like a proper restaurant.
Yeah, a little more
Apparently,
fancy.
yeah. People go on dates to Nando's. I'm like, wow.
I go on
just go
dates to
here.
Nando's when
Yeah,
I'm
I
poor.
remember going before, man.
When
going
it
to
came out,
Nando's.
it was like a thing though, right? But it's a bit more like takeaway styles now.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Do you guys have
But it's
Kanafe,
a-
the food truck? That with those
What?
dancing
Kanafe.
Kanafe.
Israeli people? Like they give
I've seen it.
I think
but
that's
think
Israeli,
that was
bro.
back there as well.
Jerusalem?
That's
I
What's
think
Where's
it's
the-
Turkish. I think it's
Turkey?
Turkish.
Where's
yeah.
Jerusalem?
It's Turkish.
Turkish? Alright, Turkish.
in,
Shout outs.
Jerusalem is in Israel.
But they don't give me my food though. Like they take forever to give me my food.
What does
They-
Kanafe
dancing.
serve?
The way they serve, they literally have your food right in front of you.
Right.
And then
dance
they'll
for-
stop and they'll
Have
yell
you-
at the crowd and they start dancing in a number.
Have you seen
You're
the?
fucking hungry.
I'm so
Looking at
hungry.
it like,
And then I'm about to pay for my food, and he's like, yoink. And he goes, Blacktown, make some noise. And I'm just standing there with my card like this. Like, give me my food, man. He's like,
trying to tap.
I'm trying to tap. You know, he's like, hey.
You know what I've seen as well? There's like the Turkish ice cream, where the guy serves the ice cream, then he takes it back and
He
then,
fucks with you.
yeah. He's like,
Oh, man.
I see that. I'm like, man, I would be so annoyed.
I seen someone
can I
just
just
grab
have-
the pole and take the ice cream.
Just have my ice cream, bro, please.
Like the worst people to anger is hangry people.
Yeah, man.
Like anyone in any race and
Hangry
any kind
girls,
of
bro.
person. If you want to go there, we can go there. If you want to take the podcast to the next level, we will.
Girls.
Please elaborate.
You sound like you're speaking from experience there, Garcia.
I think
mess
it's
with
I think it's like a known thing, right? It's like a meme now.
Mm,
It's like
Can I just say that Garcia does not speak for the entirety of
this
the
is C.
podcast?
Garcia. C. Garcia, if you want to cancel him right here, right now.
well, these girls got to message me first. So
Yeah. Hangriness is a problem. I know.
Oh yeah, she. I give my week from she. I do my chick up to the north side.
Love you,
I
ladies.
get my rubber from the south side. she. And I see you. Where you put you in your texture of your skin.
I wanna wrap my arms around you, baby. Never let you go.
I get my peachy suction.
Never let you go. Oh, man.
Karaoke banger.
It is, man. That's my ringtone from now on.
I'll let you in. Oh.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of the Cheat Coders podcast. My name is Raf, and this is episode number 156.
156.
And I am here with my usual suspects of Don Doing Stuff.
What's doing?
White Hungarian salami.
What's doing?
And all the way in London town, Nat's Blazing.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
I can't remember which one's which. And to my right, we have Wild Thought, Mr. Garcia.
Hey,
And I'm in a silly mood. I'm just going to let you guys know that I'm just like, I think the Red Bull has kicked
What's
in.
the giant can of energy drink?
giant can.
that you were drinking?
I'm not going to say who from because like,
Oh my god!
We need some
What
sponsorship.
the hell?
and now this podcast is about to go to the next level. Because I'm
to sleep soon. Sorry. I'm
no,
like,
no.
damn, that's a lot of Red Bull.
I'm going to be thinking about the next podcast and all the jokes from there. It's going to be good. So we're going to start off with what we usually start off is the wild thought of the week. Or Mr. Garcia himself. So what's your thoughts this week?
Well, it's kind of this one's a story, right? So this one happened a few years ago. Back in the day, I was working at Auburn, and it was a brand new role, and it was just the whole team was brand new, me and even the team leaders. And one of my team leaders, she was only like a couple of years older than me, And right off the bat, we were kind of like, just flirting with each other.
Vibing.
And shit. Yeah. It was really cool. But
Can you give us like a age gap difference in?
2 years, right?
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. And she was cute too, man. But at the same time, it was my team leader.
Shout outs.
Yeah,
Hey.
to Shmarlene. But essentially, this was 2 weeks in, and we were still doing training. We were getting into the training room, and
Training.
I had our materials, right? And
Materials.
and I had my highlighters ready.
Highlighters.
I noticed that.
Sorry. No, go.
I noticed that my highlighters weren't working.
Working.
So she,
That's hot.
so she goes like, I've got some highlighters in the car. Why don't we get them?
Oh
Before?
yeah, she does. In
Yeah,
her
we've got
pants.
plenty of. Well, this is the thing, man. It's like
Sorry, bro.
okay. So I fucking lost my train of thought now.
Your highlighter wasn't working.
Right. So she goes, yeah, I've got some in the car, and then she goes like, well, we've got plenty of time. Let's go grab them before we start.
Right.
And I was thinking like, okay, cool. Like I didn't think anything of it until I got there, and then she was opening up the middle console of a passenger, like from the passenger door, and she was like full bending over. Like I was like, okay, what's going on here? Like, is this like a?
She was bending
a
over
sign?
in front of you.
Yeah, like and she
Giving
was
you
like,
the signal.
bro,
like to-
hard. And then she goes
Was she wearing
on.
panties?
She was wearing
Sorry.
tight pants, and like you could tell it was like
A G-string. Right.
And then she goes, oh, wait, I think I put him in the back seat. So instead of
Baby.
going to the door where the pocket was, like she opened the door in front of me and then leaned over whilst like climbing over the back seat. And she was doing the ass thing again. And I was like, well, if this isn't a sign, I don't know what, like, this is probably like my chance, right? So eventually I had to do something. And I gave her
the great
ass a
good.
tap.
You
And I was
slapped her on
like-
the ass.
Yeah, and I go, and then she goes, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, hang on. Isn't this a sign? I thought you were show me a sign. And she goes, I'm trying to look for fucking highlighters, dickhead. And I was like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry. Now again, this is my team leader. This is my new boss, right?
Yo, swear to God, this actually happened.
Yeah,
This is like
man.
something out of Filipino Superbad. Like, swear to God.
But yeah, like with the whole walk back, it was so awkward. But at the same time, I was going like, please don't tell anyone. But she was, again, like we were vibing, so she was cool with it.
Yeah.
The next day, coming to work, and there's a new set of like highlighters on my desk.
Yeah.
So I knew we were cool and shit. But I think this kind of leads to the thing of, have you guys?
No, I have not sexually harassed anyone.
No. have you guys like misread signs or shit like that? Because it's not,
I'm not good at
uncommon.
I'm not good at reading signs. So I've had women flirting with me and I've not realized that they're flirting with me. Like I was at a party,
Yeah.
and there was this chick that I really, really liked. And I didn't know that she liked me too. There was a band there and I knew the band at this party. And so what I did was I was going to talk to the band to get them to get me on stage to sing so I could impress this girl. This chick was following me around the party, wanting to talk to me the entire time, and the entire time I was like, I wish she would just leave me alone so I could work on like trying to impress her. I was like, why is she following me? I'm trying to talk to this guy so I could get up on stage and impress her.
Oh, the actual girl that you liked was following you, but you didn't know she actually liked you already.
Yeah, she was already. Yeah, she already liked me.
You
I didn't
just
have.
wanted to make more work for
I
yourself.
just wanted to impress her. I was. Oh man, and I
Hey,
didn't even
actually,
realize.
Can I add to that, man? Like,
Yeah.
just a quick question. Do you ever have, once again, you don't know a chick likes you, and you don't have to like her back, but what does it do to you when you find out a chick likes you, whether you like them or not? Does
What do
it
you-
change? Because I get so awkward, because then it's suddenly like, oh, I think I overthink. I step outside of my body, and it's like, oh, everyone knows that they, and it's like weird. Or do you get this mad, yeah, I'm the shit, and
I think I don't know. For me, I could speak on one situation where, if a chick told me that they liked me, or I found out that they liked me, but I didn't like them, I'm just kind of like, okay, that's cool.
oh,
I don't.
savage.
Don's got to do stuff,
I remember telling a friend of mine, she was a close friend of mine, and she was drunk, and she said to me, She
likes
told me that she loved me.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like,
Wait. Is
And
this the chick that you just met?
no. This was like a really close friend. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh, so you've known each other for a while.
Yeah, I'll tell you off camera who she is. But
After dark.
yeah. So she was drunk. She came up to me and she was like, "I love you." She professed her love to me, and I went, "No, you don't. You don't love me. It's we're really good friends. It's not what this is." She's like, "No, but I do." Blah 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 blah. And I was trying to convince her that she didn't really have feelings for me. She just was drunk and she was just feeling lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I handled that situation.
How long did you guys go out for?
We didn't go out, man. We didn't go out because I didn't share those feelings.
You know what? You're the chick that is bending over for highlighters.
Yeah, exactly. She slapped you emotionally on the ass.
You're
And I was like, what the fuck?
That's the thing. I think we've.
I mean, it was a bit of an update. I did end up hooking up with her, like after I left that company, though.
Oh man.
Yeah, good times.
Wait, did she admit to you after? Did she admit after that she was actually doing it intentionally, the leaning thing? Or was
No.
it genuinely-
She really
that was
wasn't. Not at that time, but we had
okay.
a bit of a laugh after that.
about-
Like it was just
That
because
probably
it's like
broke
an
the ice, man.
embarrassing thing. Hey.
That probably led up to it. It broke the ice a bit. It's like, oh,
Oh
in
man.
an alternate
Yeah.
in an alternate
If there
world,
was any
you actually
ice,
dig.
that shit was just melted, bro.
Yeah, so
After
much that
that
you go.
day.
You said
Yeah, bro. Because you're not gonna do it in silence. Just go whack. Like
You had to clarify what it was. Like if it could be a graze by accident, but the just made it a real thing.
I wanted to profess my intentions, right?
But that's the thing, right? Like I think men in general just they're like bad at reading signs.
Oh, hard.
And they're oblivious to things. That's why I think it's beneficial to have a female friend to let you know. Because you
Yeah.
don't know how many times Shiv would be like, that person was flirting with you, right? Or like from a distance, she can tell who's like really like looking
Yeah.
and all that
It's
stuff.
always
And
the
I wouldn't
ex.
know. I
Girls
would just be
are
too
right
focused on
Girls
what
are
I'm
right
doing.
after that, yeah.
I-
Especially partners, though.
Yeah,
That's
your
different.
partners are the ones
Partners
pointing
is
it out.
different. What about a friend though?
I was DJing at a wedding once, and this woman kept coming up to me and offering me drinks. The drinks were free, so I was just like, that's nice of her. She's just being hospitable. Told my friend of mine, and they were like, dude, she was hitting on you. I'm like, nah, she wasn't. She's just giving me drinks. She's like, why did she came up to you to the table like 5 or 6 times, wanting to oh, can I request a song?
Don,
Can I do
I
something?
would have
Like,
even
on,
gone
bro.
at least like 3 times by then. Oh, man.
but I was just like so focused on working.
I'm kind
on
of
just
wondering
DJing.
now, like how many missed opportunities you had, Don.
Maybe too many. Maybe too many.
Yeah.
Too many.
Man, you just had a moment where you just felt heartbroken just then.
Yeah.
You looked to the ground and shit.
Fuck.
Like, you okay, man?
I fucked up so many times.
It's okay, bro. We're just a modest species, us men.
What a species.
We just don't
Wow.
know. We just don't know.
We just
We be like, as
Just
if
try.
they would like
We
us,
try.
as if they're interested in us.
We're simple
We're simple-minded people.
creatures.
All we need is food and talking
Pause.
shit, I guess. And everything else.
All we need is food and pause.
How about you, Nats? Have you been in a situation where you read you couldn't read
You
the signs?
misread the
You
signs.
misread the signs.
I'm pretty sure. Well, you know me very well, Raf. I'm pretty bad. Like if it's spelt out, people have to tell me. Usually that's how I find out. People usually have to tell me, and then I get so awkward about it because it's always playing in my mind. And I'm really bad at well, if I like the person, then I'm just awkward and nothing happens. Or if I don't like them, then I don't know. Yeah, either way, it's bad. I don't situate well. Like someone gonna get hurt. Like oops. I ghost
Yeah,
or something. I don't know.
What's your thoughts on parents and getting into dating? Parents looking at you dating.
Yeah. Do your parents judge you for who you date? I mean,
Do they try to get into your dating life? Be like, you know what? You need to focus on your studies and da 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 da.
I mean, you're with Nadine now, so that's probably
They
a moot point,
like
but
the Dane straight away off the bat. straight away.
Was it because she's Asian?
Also because I'm probably.
Wait, did
But
you
no, I think
introduce
they've been,
all
like-
the girls you dated to your parents?
No, that was the next thing I want to say. So I've only had like 2 proper relationships. So they've only known about 2. They were good about both, but before I just didn't share. But I think Asian parents, they'll have a say because they do that. Like I see it with my bro, see it with my like cousins and stuff. It's either they like them or they don't. And if they don't like them, they'll
They
definitely
need
make
a
you
chismis content.
aware of it somehow. Yeah, the chismis with the relatives or passively saying stuff. And you'll get a vibe. But I don't know if that's like just me. I thought it was a Filipino thing.
Clip.
What about you guys?
All right, go. you said the magic word.
That's a Filipino thing.
You said the magic word. We're gonna start clipping
That's
this
gonna
now.
be clip. That's a TikTok clip.
Magic
It's
word.
a long TikTok video.
But like, how about you guys, man? Like your experience with parents in your dating life, trying to sway yourself. Like, did you have to date a Filipina?
Not really.
Nah,
But again, kind of like Nats, I never really, even up to now, I don't really introduce a lot of girls to my family. Not even like my sister, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always just kept as an extended thing. And then if it gets to that point, then which I haven't really introduced a lot of girls to my parents at all. Yeah. Unless it was a serious thing.
it's serious, yeah.
How about you, Don?
I feel like my parents don't care who I date. I remember asking my mom about it years ago, and she was like, she's like, you can date anyone you want. You can be with anyone you want, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
And I went, okay, cool. That's nice. At the same time, I feel like because I got out of a long-term relationship 2 or 3 years ago, and now I'm a little bit wary of introducing somebody. If I do get into a serious relationship with someone, I'm kind of wary of introducing them to my family now, because that's a big thing,
They'll ask how you guys met, and you'll be like, humble.
it doesn't matter, but like doesn't matter about how we met, but it's more like this is another person this is another relationship that could potentially fail.
Right.
That's my.
Is it because you're a bit older? Is it because you're a bit older now too? So it's sort of like you're being more selective, and it's like this because your maturity level is higher. It's like if you're dating someone, there's obviously like it could be like this could be the thing. So it's like I don't want to just introduce anyone.
Yeah, and also
could be your
even
next.
introducing them to my friends, right?
Yeah.
Introducing
get
them
that.
to my friends, I think, is a really big deal. Because that's my inner circle. I went on a date. It was the second time I was on a date with this chick, and that night she just so happened that her friends were in town from Melbourne. She's like, let's go have dinner with them, and I was like, no.
Oh yeah, nah. I don't like that.
Because
I don't like that at all.
she's like, why? They're just my friends. I'm like, yeah, but that's a big deal. This is
Right.
like, these are your close friends, and you want me to? I'm just some dude that you met 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days in, fuck that.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
I was like-
that's why bringing people to special occasions when they just start dating.
Yeah, it was like
Big occasions.
It was like a couple of weeks, but like that was the second time that I'd seen her ever, and I was just like, yeah, no, that's cool. I'm good. I'm like,
That was the last time you seen her, right?
I'll go home. We saw each other a couple more times, but
Yeah.
Hey, Don, are you classified as a cougar now?
Yeah. Because we were like, you're what, 48 now?
Like,
fucking
whoa.
look great for 48, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah, that's cougar, right? Like, what's the male
Yeah.
version of a cougar?
Black Panther, isn't it?
Maganda forever.
Maganda forever.
I only go for Maganda forever.
Oh man, I don't know, man. I think if I was a cougar, then I would go for younger girls.
Yeah,
Is that what that is?
yeah, probably. Yeah,
Because like a cougar is an older woman that dates younger guys.
Younger guys. So you'd be like dating younger girls or guys, whatever your preference is.
That's creepy for guys, though.
Your parents did say that they were happy just as long as you're happy.
I was
right?
like, yeah, as long as I'm happy.
Yeah, so younger boys then.
Jesus.
There's a church there, right there. But like,
God.
so cougar
You
Dawn.
fucking have to call out the church.
Somewhere in there.
Oh man.
So cougar Dawn.
Oh fucking hell.
Because you got so many stories we need to talk about. Because like you don't have to save it for SBS. You can save it for the podcast. We're a successful podcast. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. SBS is like, we don't have to pay for it now. It's already out there.
Oh man.
But yeah, I think us guys, like, I think our parents don't really care, but I've noticed with the Filipino women, they care a lot. Like, when it comes to dating and all that stuff, like, I think 50%. Well, I've been with my wife for like about 12 years now. So I'm talking about me being like 21 and under.
Yeah.
So ever since then, like all the girls, nearly most of the girls I dated broke up with me because they had to focus on their studies.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was like
there's a
era,
parental
right?
influence.
And then the parents,
That was
they were
that was
like, "Oh, my
YFC
parents
era.
can't, my parents
Yeah.
don't like me dating right now." I don't know if it was a scapegoat, but we'll just call it that.
Maybe you're just a shit boyfriend.
Yeah, I was the best, man. I was there like sleeping
romantic, bro.
with the home phone next to me and be like, in 3 a.m. is like, are you still awake?
Did you guys do the
Wasn't
20
that,
minutes at a time?
Yeah, bro. Tight ass Tuesdays.
20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, man.
Nats?
Yeah.
Because with Optus, with one of the I already said
Optus.
it was Optus, right? It was 20 minutes were free. The first 20 minutes were free.
Yeah.
So at 19:59 seconds, you were like, "Okay, I'll call you back." Hang up, and then call back again.
Yeah, you got to set a timer every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
think
I
the
was so
average-
romantic with Shiv. Like every time I wanted her to talk to me, I'd prank her phone. I'd call it once,
she would
like,
call?
so she would call because like I had no credit.
Fucking 1-800 reverse.
It works. Look at me now. Married. Successful relationship.
You know those payphones where you don't put a coin in, but you can still dial, and it's like for a half a second.
Yeah.
They'll be able to hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just
it.
going, ruff, ruff, ruff.
Yeah, I remember doing that once.
Yeah.
I was like,
And you want to lift, right?
I'd put in like 25 cents or something. Not even. It was just like, like what? Because you didn't have to pay, right?
It was like 40 cents for the call, but if you put 20, you can start dialing. or
Yeah.
something.
And then
And if you
there'd be
cancel it, you get your money back.
but there'd be a short window when you could say something.
Yeah.
I remember being like, I'm at the shops, and then wait for them to pick you up. Speaking of parents' influences on dating, I caught up with a friend of mine recently, and she is dating a couple guys. Like she's dating like a few guys, as you do. And there's one guy that she's seeing only because he would be her mom's favorite.
To take him to the events and
Because he's Filipino.
right.
He's like he's a nice guy, and she's dating an Italian guy and a Caucasian guy, but she told me like the one that her mom would approve of most is the Filipino one, and I was like,
What's her nationality?
She's Filipino,
Okay.
and I was like,
Actually,
that's messed up.
actually, to take it to another level, I don't know if others like. I know my grandpa was like this, but I love my grandpa. He's funny. There's a certain shallowness as well. It's like they have to be like attractive as well.
Oh,
do you guys get that too? Like
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the
They have to be
personal
attractive.
standard,
They have
right?
to be like.
Yeah, like I think it's overall with all cultures or like whatever. Like
Is
you
it?
have to be punching up. Like you have to be punching up for some reason. Like everyone, I take it as a compliment when people be like, "Oh, you're punching up," punching above
Yeah,
your
I like
grade, your weight. And I'm like, "Yeah, man."
If they don't say anything, then it's like, oh. Jesus. You're like, oh fuck. No punch up comment. Oh.
You start questioning yourself.
You just go up to your friends. So, what do you think?
You know what's creepy though? Like when the Filipino aunties, man, my auntie, she's so honest, like just brutally honest and matter of fact. We were in Greece for my cousin's wedding, and we went swimming one time, and my auntie saw my girlfriend at the time, and she was like, "Ooh, sexy body," like in Tagalog. She's like,
Yeah.
"Magandang ng katawan."
Yeah.
Right, like you got a really nice body, and I was looking at her like, Jesus, stay away from my girlfriend. She's trying to steal my girlfriend away. But she was just so blunt about it, and that's what she would say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man.
Oh, Filipino moms are savage about that. They'll straight up. Some
That
of
was
them just be
Tita, Mr.
like,
Studio Girl.
Tita Mr. Studio Girl.
Dang, dog.
But like, yeah. I mean, isn't the looks thing just your own personal standard? Like you want to be with someone that you're attracted to, of course, right? So, but are you saying?
yeah, personally, yeah, for sure.
But
I
you
think,
saying
like,
that they
I
have
don't
to
know if
be
other parents will just be like straight up savage about it. Just like, nah, she's not pretty enough. I don't know if all parents are like that.
Damn.
Man, you had a rough.
Yeah, no.
Talking about you. This is from personal experience. That's
Maybe. And then ever since I'm just like, oh shit, that's a benchmark, eh? Okay,
damn.
fair enough.
Hey, Nats, can you lower your webcam? Just so we can see
this
how
is why I
there
don't
you
bring
go.
girls home.
There we go.
Yeah, so you don't look like a thumb. There you go. Just a talking thumb.
Oh man. But you know, I've never experienced that. But it just, I thought it was so messed up that my friend would say something like that. You know, I'm like, you should be with whoever you want to be with.
Yeah.
Not,
Love is
not
love.
not who your mum wants you to be with.
Yeah,
'cause
that's it.
fucked up.
That's it.
That's fucked
Yep.
up.
Well, there's one girl that my workmates like, so I always just bring that girl whenever I'm gonna meet up with my workmates.
You have you have an event, girl.
Yes.
Imagine that having a
Give the girl
corporate
each,
girl.
like circle. whatever.
corporate. Every circle has a girl.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, damn. Gussie is able to pull like that, huh? Damn. He's like, I'm going to an event tonight.
Is it a work event?
Let me call my event girl.
It's that fake business.
How
popping off.
much?
They're called escorts, man.
It's the same one. She's been servicing him for a few years already.
Servicing like it's a car.
15,000 K.
Mileage and shit.
This is a major service, this one. Fluids everywhere.
They get the stick and put it in your pee hole.
You gotta wipe that shit with a tissue.
This fucking pee hole. Oh no.
You gotta take care of yourself, man.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. Let's move on to a new topic. This is crazy. What topics have we had? Do you have anything you want to talk about, Garcia?
Oh man.
Oh no, that was really.
I wanted to talk about what's it called? Because this is from 2019, right?
Yeah.
But I saw it recently. There is a knockoff Jollibee in China.
I've seen that meme recently too, but it's not called Jollibee though, right?
It's called, get this, if you're going to like knock off a restaurant, at least be a little more creative. The name is Joy Rule B.
Joy Rule B.
Joy Rule B.
Joy Rule B. Joy Rule B.
Joy Rule B. Wait, let me Google this.
Wait. Are they trying to say joyful B?
Could be Joyful B.
대대시 대대시 I get my rara from the social 대대시 and I see you
Joy
where you
So Joral we.
Joy Rule B.
Yo, dude, it's got the same fucking B logo.
Yeah, it's still
Are you serious?
same colors,
Yeah.
everything.
The actual the picture of the B is just copy pasted. They didn't even change that.
Yep.
And call it Joy Rule B.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how Jollibee's translated in China.
No, I never really thought about that.
No, there were. It's not.
Oh no, it is definitely just copycat.
They
It's a
actually
news
article.
article.
Them. I don't know if you can
Is
see
the
that.
menu the same? Do we know what they're serving and shit?
I don't know. All I saw was that. I mean, that looks like a very, very blatant copy
Right.
of Jollibee.
Let's look up the menu.
It's one of those
Joy
things,
Rule
right? If you get
menu.
copied by China, like you get copyrighted by China, it's like you've made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Something good enough to steal.
Yeah, because what is it?
Counterfeit.
Yeah, you mean counterfeit.
Counterfeit Jollibee.
Mimicry is the
Next
best.
thing, yeah, there's like a cheap quotas from China.
Cheap coders.
Cheap coat.
And then the logo is exactly the same, bro.
It's three dudes.
It's called
It's three dudes, but they're just Chinese guys.
it's called Choi Rule Coders.
They're dialing in from Africa.
What?
They got someone there called Rats Basing
Rats,
from Africa.
Rats.
rats basing.
And the Rao Rao Fort.
Rah, rah.
Rah, rah.
And Ron doing stuff.
Ron. His name is Ron. Oh man, Ron doing stuff.
But like, yeah, so like this place, like, how long did it last?
I don't know. I think it's still around
Still
actually.
happening, bro.
Still,
It's still around. They haven't been taken down.
Yeah.
If I was
It's China.
Jollibee
They're not gonna take
Philippines,
it
I
down.
probably would. I'll just leave them alone.
Mm.
It's probably like a good way to get that logo out to China. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 It's just China making their own like app, or like because none of the Western apps are available in China. You can't get Facebook there. You can't
Yeah.
like you can't use
Oh,
Twitter. You can't
world,
use TikTok. You can't even use TikTok. And TikTok is
What?
from
Isn't it from China?
yeah. They've got their own called Douyin.
Yeah, they're very self-sufficient. Hey, they've got everything they need. You know?
Yeah,
like-
but like it just seems really sus that they don't even have their own app over there. Like their own
Have you guys
TikTok.
ever shopped on AliExpress, the Alibaba, Amazon?
Yeah.
AliExpress.
I've been looking into that recently, but I haven't bought anything myself.
It's hilarious. You can buy almost anything counterfeit version. Like they got Lego, so like they'll have Star Wars Lego, like the exact pieces, but the box will be like Star Force or something. I don't
I
know.
love that shit, man.
But it's
that
like
shit,
it's,
that shit
it's
makes me
proper.
laugh.
I look at it, I'm like, holy shit!
Yeah.
It looks like a quality copy.
because it gets
like, I
manufactured
don't-
there. So
Yeah.
many times,
Yeah,
man.
much shame.
Buying car parts was the same thing for me. Like even like going back, before I lost my license and all that stuff. But essentially, the same parts would come from the same factory,
Yeah.
but the ones that would cost like 3 times as much would just have a badge of the American brand.
Yeah.
But they're both coming from the same manufacturer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll just go. You
the
know
base
what?
piece, yeah, the main piece.
yeah,
but then when
yeah.
it gets to like the US factory, then they do their spin on it. Yeah,
It's,
that's like
legit just
they-
a little badge that's like a
it.
plaque that gets put onto one of the pipes, and then it gets boxed up with the logo of the American brand, and it
Yeah.
now costs
It's
3
just-
times as much.
Yeah, it's just the way they put a markup on it because that's that's
wholesale.
Yeah, it's wholesale.
Yeah.
because I saw there was a YouTuber or influencer or whatever. They just to emphasize the point, there was a Versace jacket that they wanted. They actually went to Italy, got the same jacket made for like so far less the price. It was
Yeah.
like over $5,000 or something for this jacket. They paid less than $1,000 for this. From
But same
from Italy.
same quality.
Same
'cause,
quality,
Like,
if
designer shit.
if
there's a lot
not better,
more to it.
if not better quality.
Really?
Yeah,
Far.
in Italy, and it's just like that's crazy. There's so high a markup because you're paying for the brand. You're paying for
Yeah, I mean, fashion's like a weird thing though. Like, 'cause the value of it is external to
It's the scarcity
the
as well,
material
though.
itself.
I think
Yeah,
that's what
and
adds,
like the whole hype
it adds the
thing.
value. Yeah.
It weirded me out.
That's why
when-
these sorry.
Yeah, it weirded me out when Kanye like released stuff and
Oh yeah, the $70 shirts, like
Yeah.
plain white tees and stuff.
there's a plain white tee that was it just said Pablo on it and it cost an arm and a leg.
That's $4 at Kmart, bro.
Exactly, right? And I was just like, how is that? How is this real? I didn't. You were gonna say something about fashion, Nats?
No, I was gonna say like I used to think like going back to I won't dip into that whole NFT thing because I know I've like been dived into that, but I'm sort of starting to look into the concept of why things are priced the way they are because I just never got like designer clothes and art as well. But I think what it is like, yeah, you're really selling the scarcity of it. Yeah, I don't doubt what you're saying about the go in Italy, get the exact same thing made. But I think how like when it's trademarked by this particular like conglomerate of a brand, Gucci or whatever it is, and then they only make that limited supply. That's what really gets it in the end. And then you can, validate that it's real. Like you'll have I don't know, they give you like authenticity certificates
Yeah.
and shit, just like when
Yeah.
you get a wedding ring or jewelry and shit. So I guess that's what really adds the value. I never got that before. I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like, it's clothes. But now it's like, oh, okay.
I want to
Maybe.
get to this because like I want to talk about this. This is just popped up in my head when you were talking about real things and the counterfeits. So have you ever met your doppelganger? Or have met someone that just looks like you, or someone mentions to you or sends a picture of someone that looks like you?
Yeah.
In Boys to Men.
Yeah. When Garcia was younger, people would call him Wanye, like Wanye from Boys to Men.
Boys to Men
No
guy.
way.
Boys to Men guy. Yeah. And it got so bad that like, you know, like people were like, yo, you're Wanye, you can sing, right?
Oh my gosh. I'm the worst singer too.
Just be like, you can sing, right? Yeah, you're Wanye. You're that guy from Boys to Men. I had a doppelganger in Melbourne, like in this like this circle of friends that I had. I didn't see it. I think we were just both like Asian.
It's racist.
Just both Asian, unless that's what I.
China.
Yeah. Yeah. Just and we didn't look the same, but I remember saying like, oh, like, you know, they're like, oh, this guy looks like you. I'm like, oh, he must be really handsome then.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
good joke,
Wait, do
man.
you have a doppelganger?
Yeah, apparently they're all in India.
Yeah. wait. Do you have a doppelganger
Raj
without
ready.
your beard?
I've had a few people send me like people's photos saying that this person looks like me,
Yeah.
or this person is like your doppelganger, and like it'd be everywhere. Like I do feel like I do have a familiar face. People that I meet always ask me, "You look really familiar." Little do they know that I'm on a successful podcast, but everyone always asks me, like, you look like someone that I know. I'm like, I feel like there's like a like 10,000 clones of me scattered around the world, and everywhere I go,
all these
people are just
devices.
like asking me, "You look like someone."
You know what that is? They're actually just hitting on you. They're just flirting with you.
Yeah, this is a sign that you're misreading, bro.
Maybe
Let me
getting
see.
a rap, see?
You look like somebody that
I'll take it
know.
as a compliment. I'm a one of a kind man,
Oh,
and I'm a
man.
one woman man too.
Shout outs to Shiv.
But like, yeah, like I feel like, you know, this goes back to like the Loki topic. If everyone's been watching Loki, there's like apparently another version of Loki going around, and Loki's always thinking that he's the best version of himself, comparing to his other clones and variants. Do you think out of all the doppelgangers in the world that could look like Garcia, that could look like Don, that could look like Nats, that could look like me, do you think that you are the best you?
I have to be.
Yeah?
I have to be.
Oh, man.
Imagine they had to put all the Don doppelgangers
in one room.
Don, Ron, Con,
It's a Don
Song,
party.
and Alfred. All of the doppelgangers in one room, one pool stick. Who would win?
What I'm saying
Oh,
is
shit.
I have to be. Like
Yeah.
in my own mind,
Yeah.
I have to be the best one.
Why?
Because I can't be like there's someone out better than me out there.
That looks like you.
that's better than me. Like, you know, in the alternate
The
universes,
multiverse thing?
the multiverse out there, if there are millions or infinite duplicates of me or infinite versions of me, I have to be the best.
You have to do stuff the best.
I have to be the best one because
You have to be the very best.
You're doing more stuff than all the other Dons.
Dating the best white girls,
Flexing the best.
lifting the best, the heaviest things.
And the best weights.
lifting the best weights. No, but that's just like a mentality thing for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for me to think that if I don't think that I'm living to my fullest potential, then I have to be that. I have to be the best that I can be.
Yeah, man. I have to eliminate everyone that looks like me, man.
You know what's it called?
Highlander shit.
Highlander. Yeah, there can be only one.
For real. Like there's a lot. Apparently, there's a lot of people that look like me. Like I don't see it.
And a lot of them are telephone scammers.
Unbelievable.
That's probably why I don't take taxis or anything. So I'm just driving by normally. People are like they're just looking through the window.
They think you're the Uber driver. Oh man.
You gotta take that
Yo,
sticker off your
like
car,
it.
bro.
Nuts, do you have a doppelganger? Aside from Tobey
stories, which are
Maguire
funny.
in Spider-Man 3?
One quick funny story. I remember one time I was just home. I didn't go out. It was like a usual clubbing days, and Christian Joseph and Richard Massigan, they sent me a photo with a guy that looked exactly like me. It was like in one of the clubs, in one of the Asian clubs. And it's like, hey, it's Nats. And then, they sent it to everyone. It was pretty funny. And I was like, I actually thought for a second, I'm like, when was this? I don't remember going out. I don't remember wearing these clothes. And yeah, it was just ridiculous. I was like, what the fuck? So that's one. I've never met him. I don't know if he's
Wait,
as
so
cool as me.
it was a photo of you?
No, it was a photo of some guy that looked exactly like me.
Wow.
I was tripping out. Like same haircut, same. Yeah, they were having a laugh at it because the boys would just take a piss at each other, which is pretty funny. Second one though is I if Don's the before of like I can't let anyone be better than me at what I do. I'm the after where I've already been defeated because if you know the rapper D Pride, he looks like me. He's younger. He raps. He has the exact same birthday as me, and he's just accomplished way more. And I think that really destroyed my confidence. I was just like, "Oh wow!"
You were saying this on a different episode.
I probably did, yeah. But props to him. I just wanted to end it with, I had to get out of that toxic comparing mindset because I realized that's just an extreme example. But I always do that with everything.
Yeah.
And it just keeps like in primary school, like I don't have many skills, but the one thing I could do was draw. And I was like, yeah, but there was always this one kid that would just draw something that much better than me. And it was enough for me to be like, nah, I'm done. I'm never drawing again. I'm like, that's such a stupid thing. It's a small class. I was the second best drawer, and I let something like that affect me.
Comparison.
And didn't really, it's
a thief of joy.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap. So, I changed my thinking and just be like, doesn't matter. They can look like me and do the same stuff. But they ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, man, you got to be the best you, bro. The best you, man.
That's what defeated sounds like, though. Yeah, I'm the best me. What I do.
Yeah, shout outs to people out there who do have like a lot of doppelgangers out there. I feel sorry for you guys, but be the best you.
I think of things in the sense of how rappers they always talk about like I'm sunning these other rappers and whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like someone like Drake, when he first came out on the scene, everybody started doing the whole singing rap thing.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne talks about how a lot of the mumble rappers look like him. And imagine just. I wonder how many podcasts out there copy our style.
Shout out to you guys, man. Good luck with your TikTok ventures.
Shout out to Joral Coders.
The day that like another
cheap coders.
4 group philo podcast comes out, like 20,000.
They've got to have one guy on a laptop, even if he's in the room. No. This formula is working.
It's just one guy on a laptop.
I gotta compliment you, Garcia, bro.
Well?
Hey?
I gotta compliment you, Garcia. But like everyone's been saying that ever since you joined the podcast, we've been like on a rocket.
Yeah.
Like you're the reason why we've been like succeeding for some reason. Like
thanks, man. Well, I just got to try and be the best me.
But you do look like a guy from the Filipino foods, man.
That's one dude that looks exactly. I'm even wearing a hoodie that says Sinigang.
Exactly.
You look exactly like that, dude. Just sexier now. More refined, more matured. I'm like, jeez.
Hey man, I just want to give you your roses, like while you're living, bro, and while you're on the podcast, because I think you're our lucky charm, man.
Yeah.
Like Nats is Nats leaving is our lucky charm. You are our lucky charm as well. Like
Balance, bro.
that's like a combination of lucky charms.
It's that formula right there.
That's it.
Add and subtract.
That's why we kept you on when Nats is on. So just like Thanos, we have to keep the balance.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced.
Everything's perfectly balanced.
Oh man.
Are we like a stone each then? Is that what it is? I don't even know how that works, eh?
The stone.
The stones don't matter now because of the TVA.
doesn't matter.
It's just paperweight now.
Oh man.
What's on the list of topics that we have today? Has anyone seen that fight between Lamar Odem and Aaron Carter?
I haven't seen
yeah.
it, but I want just to go back to the knockoff stuff real quick. The reason why I reckon I don't necessarily trust brands all the time now is because of that planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
Planned obsolescence, to basically break it down, is like your phone is gonna break down in 18 months. Like that's planned.
Yeah.
They've
designed that way.
They've built something in there for it to break down in 18.
Cars are done the same way.
Yeah. And one example is there's a light bulb that lasts forever.
Yeah.
And it was in America somewhere, and
It's in a fireplace.
yeah, it's in a fire station. It's been on
Right
for
up.
like hundreds of years. 100 years.
100.
Let's be real. It's been on for 100 years.
He's not
Sorry.
the dumbest Dom. He'll top gang of himself. He's not the smartest of them.
Like
the smartest
if
of it.
he's the best one, shit.
I mean, I'm the best at exaggerating stories.
I'm the best ones from the hundreds of years I've existed in my doppelganger.
Anyway. So this light bulb has been on for 100 years, and we're out there buying light bulbs that just last for a couple months or something like that.
Yeah.
I think there's more to it, man.
It brought
I
it
think
down
it's
to
more like
3,000 hours.
No.
I think it's
there was
yeah.
there was a cartel. So the companies at the time came together and they were like, we will go out of business if we continue improving our light bulbs. So they started incorporating this planned obsolescence into their light bulbs, so it would last for a particular amount of time.
Yeah.
dude, that's even with I think that's with everything, man. But
Yeah.
I think it's more like in a broader scale, it's more like an economics thing. Like it keeps the world going.
Yeah.
Because imagine like a lot of things, like even I don't know how much truth is in this, but apparently like nylon in pantyhose, you know how girls always have to replace them because they always get holes
Yep.
and shit, stockings. But that shit, you can actually get stuff that won't break.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
you can get materials that will not break. But the thing is, we need these things to keep expiring because that's what keeps the business going to keep innovating and reinventing. Because for example, if like all light bulbs done, we got these like 100-year-old light bulbs, but the companies that do them, it's not sustainable for them. It's not sustainable to keep jobs and to
Right.
keep
And absolutely.
redesigning and making more. I reckon that's all it is, man.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
It's the reason why people say like, they don't make things like they used to.
Yeah,
And
they lasted too long, and those guys went out of business because
Yeah.
it's like, and then someone else new came along,
Yeah.
shut them out. So
Do you reckon guy underwear is kind of getting out of business slowly because guys just can't be bothered changing their underwear? Like they have
I don't
holes
know
in
about
it,
you,
and
Raf, but I like fresh underwear.
they won't buy new ones.
You
even though
like
there's
holes in your underwear?
I call it ventilation. I don't know what you call it.
Air conditioning for my underwear.
I think
dude, I
Ventilation's in
ride
my
out my
balls.
boxer shorts to the point that there's so much holes. It's like I'm wearing a belt with string. So bad.
Oh,
Like
you
my
were
last,
wearing a
those Peter
G-string.
Alexander ones. Peter Alexander
Yeah.
boxer shorts.
Flex.
Legit, like I
Hey.
brought them from Sydney back to here. Probably only like early this year.
Yeah.
Literally, the holes were so big you could see everything. It was just the garder around my waist and just
Damn.
two like a
Thank
toga.
you for that image,
That's sexy,
Nats.
man.
Thank you for that image. I'm gonna do this.
They're called jock straps, right?
Have you ever worn a jockstrap?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm saying it proudly, but it's a weird thing. Like, I had to wear one when I played hockey back in the day.
Yeah.
But the thing was, this one time, I remember riding my bike because I had to ride my bike to 7-Eleven to get like milk and stuff like groceries.
Yeah.
And the shorts that I had didn't have pockets on it. So eventually I was like, well, where am I going to put my change? No, there's money. So I put it in my jock strap.
In the front,
Yeah,
in the
bro.
pocket in the front.
So I've still got like my undies and then the thing that's over. It was the only place I could put it, bro.
Man. Luna, quiet Luna.
But it's yeah, it's comfy. It's more comfy than
Well, with the change in it.
With the change, bro, I could count how much change I had.
Just by feeling it, just by walking, like, I got a dollar
I am
57.
that sensitive. Is that a $1982 coin?
It's like guess how many lollies in the jar. You're just feeling yourself as like
I
that's
can read
about
Braille
$2.
with my nuts, bro. Oh gosh.
Oh,
It's just the shape of the queen's head.
Yeah.
You just brailing that.
Oh, the queen's head.
Dude.
The queen's
Thanks for
head.
the thanks for the image.
The queen's head.
Thanks for the
Come
image,
on.
guys.
Oh man.
I got the
Make me want to do
queen's
this
head.
again. No.
All right, so where were we at?
Where can we go from jock straps?
Oh, yeah,
to the fight.
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter
And Lamar Odem.
and Lamar Odem had a fight
Who's
the other
Lamar
day.
Odem?
Lamar Odem is a
he one
former
of the
Laker.
Kardashian
Yeah.
exes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was known for being a basketball player. Played for the
That's
Los
right.
Angeles Lakers. Teammate of Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, and has dated Khloe Kardashian.
One of the Kardashians.
Were they
One of the
dating?
guys.
Or they got married, yeah.
I think they got married, and he
Yeah.
had the drug problem and the whole lot.
Yeah, he got fucked up as well.
And now he is here fighting the Backstreet Boys.
No, that's the
Brother.
Backstreet. Yeah, Backstreet Boys, bro.
Yeah.
I thought it was Nick too, and then it was like the little dude. Like,
Yeah, the Crush on You guy.
Man. Yeah, crush on you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is he the crazy little party girl guy? Crazy little party girl. Yeah, na na na. Is that him?
I don't
Aaron
know,
Carter.
man. I never really. The Crush
I'm
on You thing was the only one that I remember.
Yeah, we can tell who's the fan.
Yeah. He's done a cover on his YouTube.
I'm gonna look up Aaron Carter right now.
Acoustic cover.
So
Dude,
yeah,
he had a massive drug problem too. I
Yeah,
think
man.
after
He
his
looks it.
child fame, he went downhill, man.
and now they're both in
Yeah.
the ring, settling. I don't know if they had differences, but
they
they're having a
fighting?
fight, getting paid to
What?
fight.
Why?
Who
And
paired this? Like, what's the connection?
It's probably gonna be another exhibition match,
yeah,
man.
everyone's just like, I think they're just telling people to put their hand up if they want to fight, and then they're just putting their names in the hat, and then
It's
joining together.
hilarious, man.
Dude,
It's
the
funny.
fight's already happened.
It's already happened, yeah.
I thought it was
Dude,
like
it's
years
finished.
ago. It was only like a week back.
Yeah,
right?
last week.
Yeah.
And they had other they had other people on the card, but they're not really interesting to talk about. They like to had love and hip hop people, but we don't really know them. But we know Lamar Odem and
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter from their like sometimes
Said
people.
Aaron Carter from, what's it called?
Got a
Fame.
crush on you.
I got a crush on you. Fame.
Yeah.
Yes,
That song was dope. I like that song.
He got crushed by Lamar Odem.
Well, you've got your pick from for the Chico to stash already. You don't need to
Yeah,
prepare
bro.
for it.
I'm
but the
ready,
fight.
man.
If you saw it, you saw Bruce Lee in what's the movie he was in?
Hakeem
Is that Enter the Dragon?
with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Kareem.
you've seen that fight, yeah. Then you pretty much have seen Lamar Odem versus Aaron Carter.
It's so comical. Hey,
It
it's
is
weird.
the way
Was
they
it-
swing is
was
quite
it
comical.
What's this? What's that TV show that was in the 90s or early 2000s? Was it Celebrity Deathmatch? That was like claymation.
It's like yeah.
I love that.
It's like
that was
that.
so good.
It's pretty. It's exactly
Play-Doh.
that's what they're doing now. We already discussed this before, but they're pairing people up together just to have like matches and
Something they
just-
can sell,
Something
right?
they can sell. Like
Yeah.
boxing's become now a joke.
Oh,
It's a bit of a
Yeah.
joke, man. Celebrity. They really got to do that thing you said, Raf, where they divide it with like this is just for kicks and this is
They
like
have to divide
proper
it.
boxing
Yeah.
because it's really like if they're mixing it together, I think it's tarnishing the whole.
Yeah, I think if
Especially
you're doing
what
that
everyone's
event,
done before.
all
you
the
know?
undercard has to be all celebrities as well. No serious
Yeah.
fights in the undercard.
I think
But
that's what this
one's-
was, right?
It's
Yeah.
it's not like a part of
Make
Showtime
joke
or
about
HBO fights or anything though. This is like a
Yeah.
Smaller company that's doing
yeah.
the same thing. They saw what the polls are doing with their thing, and then be
Right.
like, oh, let's do something for our thing.
And it seems like it's like very last minute too. I never seen any like marketing for
promo,
it,
nothing. Yeah,
and it doesn't look like they've been trained or have been training to fight at all. Like with these
cash
two.
grab, man.
Hard, man. Oh, it's hilarious just the way that they were moving. Like Aaron Carter
Garcia,
was
it
running,
could be
bro.
your dream match.
Dream. Like the celebrities?
Yeah, celebrities. Any celebrity.
Yeah,
if you could
any
pick any
celebrity,
celebrity to fight each other, who would it be?
I want to see. You know who I want to see fight? The guy from King of Queens, the dude, the Paul Blart guy. So apparently, he's a really good
He's
MMA
he's
fighter.
actual MMA fighter. Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, never really seen him actually fight. You know what I mean? So I'd like to see him fight someone that is apparently really good at MMA or like whatever. Like
Boxing.
yeah, boxing or
Kevin James.
Kevin James, yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
James.
I want to see Joe
Nice.
Rogan fight.
Have you seen him? Have you seen his reverse kick?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a
He's an MMA
it's like a
fighter, right?
shotgun, man.
He was doing
is.
Taekwondo before,
guy.
and then I don't even know if he did MMA.
He was training. He showed GSP
Shit.
how to do that
Yeah,
reverse
yeah, yeah.
kick.
Oh my
It's
gosh!
crazy.
There's videos on YouTube still when he used to do Taekwondo, just
Yeah.
knocking people out.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh man, it's crazy. Like he'll do a spinning back kick, and then dude would fall to the floor, and he would just walk away. You know, like that Mark Hunt kind of walk off. And he was saying in one of the podcasts, he was saying that he had to do that. He couldn't show that he was like, you know, worried about the other dude, mainly because when you're at a tournament, everybody's watching it.
Yeah.
So the person that
Analyze,
you could be
yeah.
like fighting you next, if he sees you do that, it's more of a mental thing that
Yeah.
you don't really give a fuck about this other dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you kind of got this mental edge already.
Yeah.
But it's a, like
Nice.
when he would knock people out, he was worried for them, just going like, "Oh man,
It's
Because
crazy.
He's a
just
nice guy
drop,
too,
bro.
eh? Like deep down, he's a really good guy.
It's crazy. Like
Think he cares.
I used to train at a gym in St. Mary's, and there was a Olympic boxer that trained there as well.
Yeah.
He would tell me, he's like, if you're gonna compete, if you're gonna go in a ring with someone, in your mind you have to want to kill that person. You have to
Shit.
want to murder that person. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And
Killer instinct.
he's like, yeah, man, that's what you need to. It's you versus that person in the ring, and that's if you don't have that mentality, then you're not gonna win. It's
Right.
you have
Good
to
point.
want the win more than the other.
So you
person.
did a bit of boxing back in the day, right? Did
Yeah.
you have to do that? Did you have emotions behind your like thing whenever you had a fight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's an anime called Hajime no Ippo, which is a Japanese anime that's about boxing.
Yeah.
And I love it. When I first started boxing, I was watching it as well. But it goes into the whole like mindset of the person who's boxing. That all of these emotions go through their head, and it's the same thing when you're in the ring with somebody. You're just like focused on this, but in the back of your head, you're like, holy shit, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that, hamburger. Or you're like, oh, maybe my dad doesn't think I'm a really great boxer, or like, you just doubt yourself, and all
Yeah.
of this stuff goes through your mind. But at the same time, there's someone who's trying to knock your fucking head off. And
Wow.
and then I'm just like, well, shit, I need to get my head in the game. And
Oh no, not so much an insecurity thing, but it's like, is anger something that's fueling you to fight this guy, like to win?
I would try to when training, I would use anger sometimes.
Yeah.
Or like during when I did compete, it was hard to turn it on. It's hard to turn on anger for me to use that because I'm not necessarily an
you're not a
angry
hateful person.
Yeah, I'm not a hateful person,
Yeah.
so I couldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna smash this guy's head. But in my head, I was like, okay, I gotta do my best to like do everything that I've learned and everything that I've trained for. That's the way that I focus.
Yeah.
But even now, it's funny because when I'm in front of the computer and I'm really, really focusing, I'm like, I've got this really angry look on my face. And I have to tell, I was doing an event for work, and I was telling them, I'm like, I'm going to apologize in advance because I know I'm going to be kind of like customer facing. And I was like, I'm going to apologize in advance because my focus face looks really angry, and I hope that I don't scare people away. I'm sitting in front of the computer like this the entire time. And then when people come up, I'm like, hey, how's it going? Eyebrows furrowed and everything
It's
like that.
fake.
Who would win in a fight between you two?
Oh, we did one
We
in the
actually
back,
fought.
bro. Man,
So we used
I-
to do a
my
fight
head
club.
smashed against the wall. And
used
I
to-
was like, nah, that's enough.
We used to do a fight club when we were younger.
Well, we had the head
Proper
thing
fight
like Aaron Carter did.
Yeah,
The headgear.
So yeah,
Headgear,
yeah.
we're just amongst friends. We would glove up. We'd had the headgear, and in like
badass.
in friends' backyards we would
Yeah.
box. And at the time I don't know how we were like. We were like, it was before we were 20 or something, like, or early 20s,
Yeah.
right?
More than 10 years ago now.
Yeah, yeah.
So you were probably in your 30s then.
Still a
almost,
cougar.
almost. Yeah.
But like and then we would just fight or like pretend,
Play
like try to fight. But
Well,
we
we
didn't
had gloves and headgear.
headgear. Yeah, we didn't
Still,
know
yeah.
what the fuck we were doing.
That would still hurt, man.
And I,
It did, bro. It rings you, man, when you get hit with a hook. I remember I got hit with a hook, right? I think it was you. And your backyard, we were right next to the fence.
Yeah.
It's a corrugated iron fence. So when I got hit with a hook here, I went boom against the fence and I was like, that's it for me, bro. I took my gloves off. Like, nah, no more.
and see the worst part of it was because I'd been wearing glasses since I was 5 until
Yeah.
I got laser eye surgery, and I didn't have contacts on at the time. You didn't even have contacts on, so we could barely see each
Yeah.
other. And we're just fucking swinging and throwing punches.
It looked like Aaron Carter and Lamar.
Can we organize a fight between you two?
No. We've got a ring up
Yes.
here already.
I'd referee, bro. We can make this happen.
Can we do
That's
it?
not a good
That'd be
idea.
Pretty cool. Get a whole ring and everything.
Yeah. It could be
Hey,
one
can I-
1 minute rounds. I don't care.
1 minute round.
Even then, I'd be like, popped out.
Just the walk
What
in
are you
and
going to
it's
ask, Nats?
No, we can cut this out. I was actually just curious. But have you been in a real proper fight before? Not like planned or anything. Like just some guy just starts you and maybe takes a hit at you, and then you're like, "Fuck, I gotta actually fight now."
Thankfully,
You don't have to share it. If it's too much, you don't have to.
Thankfully,
I was
I
just
have
curious.
not been in like a serious altercation.
Like a serious
I've
altercation.
I've broken up fights where I'm not the one fighting other people,
Yeah.
but like I have never, no one's ever wanted to fight me.
I think because you look a bit. Well, you got muscles and shit too. So I was like, oh, maybe not
And I
that
think-
guy.
So I also instinctively de-escalate things. So
Yeah,
we
that's
were
good.
we were somewhere, we were at Starbucks one time. Garcia was there.
Oh, God.
And there's this guy who like came out of he got kicked out of a taxi, came into the to the Starbucks, and my friends were working at the time. They were closing, and Garcia and some of our friends were out the front. He goes inside and asks for the phone, and I watch him. He takes the cordless phone, goes into the bathroom. He comes out a few minutes later and walks straight out the front door. He doesn't have the phone on him. So as he's leaving, I go, "Hey man, are you finished with the phone?" And he's like, "What phone?" I go, "The one that you've got in your pocket." And he's like, he takes out his pocket, hands it to me. I give it back to my friends inside, and I tell them to lock the door. So I go back outside, and this guy's there like, starting to arc up. He's like, "Who are you? Do you work here? Blah, 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 whatever." I'm like, "Nah, man, you just need to walk away. This is, like, you just need to walk away because, like, I don't understand what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. Walk away."
Authority.
And then I was shitting myself a little bit, man. But he was like, "Oh, do you know who I am? I'll show you my stab wounds. I'll show you my gunshot wounds." He was on something because he was just like talking a whole bunch of, I don't know what the hell. And he's like, "Oh, is it because you want to, you got your friends behind you, you're tough and whatever?" I'm like, "Nah, man, it's like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. You just walk away. Walk away." And he eventually walked away. And then he got like 100 meters away. He started running.
Bro, it was like the
What?
cordless phone for work.
What a
man.
bitch.
I mean, like, the ones at home.
Yeah.
So once he walked that 100 meters, that thing wasn't going to work anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're trying to steal a cordless phone.
And I'm just like, dude,
Well, one is
Please
stupid.
walk
Maybe it was
away.
on something.
You couldn't sell that at cash converters. I tried.
you
I was like, where's the rest of this?
The phone
and
with
then, and then my cousins were like, one of my cousins were like, "Why did you just hit him? I want to see you boxing, bro." I'm like, no, he's like this. He's this drunk dude. Just let it. Like, I just wanted him to leave.
I need to see you fight, bro.
You want to see me fight?
I just need to see you fight. I'm not. There's
That's
no
cool.
sentence after that.
I didn't
I
even
just
get
need
to
see-
watch you
Yeah, I
when
need
you had
to
that
see it.
boxing fight.
I can
Yeah.
show
I
you.
need to see you fight,
I
bro.
can show you my
Yeah.
boxing fight. I've still got the footage on.
Oh, yeah?
It's on YouTube somewhere.
Mm.
Oh.
That was like 2009.
I need to see you fight. 2020, 2021. Don't doing stuff. Don't
Yeah,
fighting stuff.
you gotta fight another musician just to follow this whole trend.
Who'd you fight, bro?
There's
Another YouTuber or something.
fighter.
Who'd you fight,
There's an
bro?
R&B singer that boxes.
Can you fight Tim?
Timba's doing like Muay Thai now,
Timba-
right?
Just fight Tim,
That's a
bro.
good match.
Yeah, man.
You gotta fight RJ, bro.
Yeah.
I pay to watch that.
Podcast fights.
No.
Yeah, man.
Are we really
This all
gonna
started
do
from all
this?
that
Yeah,
topics.
let's do it. Let's set it
About
up.
like,
Exhibition
oh,
fights.
Set it up.
That'd be so good.
And Garcia, you got
a staking
you got
system,
Pierre, right?
Like a fight stake.
All right, cool. Yeah, all right, sweet.
Oh man.
Moses, you got Kendricks? Yeah.
I'll set up an online staking system for people who place
Oh
bets.
man.
Let's do
That'd be
it.
sick.
Double D
do it.
versus double C. Let's do it.
Ooh.
I am so ready to watch and not participate.
Rap just wants controversy.
I'll fight
What a,
Laura.
what a shit starter, man. I want to see it.
Oh, we're calling their podcast out. No comfort in this room.
Eski was saying he wanted to fight me.
All right, fight
Yeah.
Eskis.
Eski was saying like he was just like he wanted to like train with me and he wanted to like
I would
spar.
like- I
He
would
wanted
like
to
to
spar
I would
me,
like to
and
see
I'm
that.
like I was like, nah, dude.
Then after that, you can tell each other jokes.
And I was like, nah, Eski.
Can you do like a like Iron Man, multiple things? Like the first one's a fight in the ring, and then the second one's a stand-up competition, and then the third one's a podcast
It's
competition.
called a last man
Can you-
standing.
Have you seen that?
And then a
Apparently,
musician one.
apparently there's
Battle of the
there's
Stuff.
a sport, and I might have talked about this on the podcast before. Chess boxing. So like you do a round of
What?
boxing in the ring, and then you sit down and play chess.
Wow.
And then you do a round of boxing, and then so that progressively,
That's the
your
worst.
chess game gets
Yo.
shitter and
All
shitter.
your chess pieces
No,
are
you know
everywhere
what?
because your boxing gloves are just knocking everything over. You can't pick that shit up.
Just turns into checkers. Fuck it.
Yeah.
We're playing Monopoly,
do it.
right? But yeah, I think you and Eski would be a good matchup.
Like,
I think you and Ricky would be a good matchup. Ricky has some experience too.
yeah, Ricky does.
He does.
He beat JJ.
Yeah, judo.
So he
Judo.
wants to do some. He actually wanted to do some training with me, and I'd love to do some judo and
Oh wait, there's
BJJ.
judo, jiu-jitsu, right?
Jiu-jitsu, yeah. I'd love to
Podcast
do
wars
jiu-jitsu.
happening. We're gonna set this up, man.
Battle of the Stuff.
We already have the venue.
Eski and Don.
Woo! I'd pay
do it in the
top
studio.
dollar for that.
Do it in the studio. This is not going to end well. I'm sorry.
The violence thing, like, I mean, that we didn't really look for trouble or anything, right? But when it did, it was always like, well, I'm in it now, so you kind of just got to take swings or whatever, especially going to Loyola and But
Yeah, no, that's why I brought up the topic, because it's actually, I think it's really admirable if, like, there's two types of people, right? People that show aggression, and they have the strength, and that's where you get like bullies, like, they just
Yeah.
want to fight everyone. It's like, what's wrong with you? But to also possess the skills to be able to, like, if anything, demolish someone, but to have enough restraint to be like, yo, I'm gonna try and restrain and de-escalate, and if I have to, then I'll beat the shit out of you.
That's exactly
I reckon,
what
that's
we,
re- I reckon it's a really good trait to have. And like,
That's exactly what
usually
we learn to
people that
do.
are very calm and quiet, you can tell, like, some people, you look at them, it's like, this guy could probably really, like, fuck people up, but they won't because they're a good guy.
And that's what we learn to do in Krav Maga. Like, the first thing we do is avoid and de-escalate. And if we can't avoid and de-escalate, then that's when we
fight.
deal with the problem. Because,
Yeah.
I reckon I can outrun all of yous.
oh yeah, for sure. I run like
Let's do running
50 meters, bro.
Bro, I can outrun all of yous, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. You too, and that's we'll have like a race for 100 meters.
I don't know.
I'd
That seems
outrun.
pretty sprightly to me.
No. He's
Yo,
no, he
when
can-
my shit kicks in, my adrenaline, I'd run.
I run
like,
no, pro.
tomorrow.
Well, you're not
I run,
allowed to
like,
drink Red Bull beforehand, though.
I don't need
You're
Red Bull,
high
bro.
right now on Red Bull.
Bro, I can
on caffeine.
outrun. I can
Rap,
outrun
I've never
you, bro.
seen you run my entire life, so I actually want to see this.
Bro.
You've seen him hit a Woolworths store, I think. The roller door.
I've seen Nats run around Darling Harbour to make him sober, but
Oh yeah, I used to do
Wait,
that.
what?
Run,
that was his theory that he needed to run. Like he would jog, but a 100 meter
I'd
sprint, I'd kill you all.
I'll probably fake an injury. like 10 meters in. Oh man,
Oh damn!
Cramping.
hams, my hams.
We get there and one of us goes, oh, I got gout.
All four of us.
The 100-meter gout.
100-meter gout.
We have to eat like that bagaong mango,
The next race.
like the day before.
Bro, I reckon I could outwalk you with gout.
They call it gout wars.
The gout.
Gout wars. It's just Tagalog going like this, like scrolling up.
Yeah,
He ate all. It's just a list of foods you ate.
it's got prawns and a bunch of like salty stuff. Drank beer.
Shit.
Oh man,
Go. The Philippine Olympics.
can we do it? Let's do it.
Do what?
Gout
Which
war.
one you want to do? Gout wars?
No,
Philippine
gout. I
Olympics.
can't get gout because like I'm immune to that shit. Remember? Yeah. But
Can you record it?
let's do a sprint.
Knock on wood, bro. Knock on wood.
Let's do a sprint, man. Let's do like a 50-meter sprint.
Yeah, I'll time it. I'll actually time myself. I'll wear a Fitbit.
I
and
am
everything.
completed. I trained for it too, bro.
How about we do the beat test?
What kind of So what kind of events would we have? 50-meter sprint.
Yeah.
We have to drive a manual car because that's going to be tough as well. What else?
Can't burn the clutch.
Manual
I
car.
have the best.
Going
I have the best
upstairs.
idea. Let's do all the Filipino stereotypes and see who's the best Filipino out of all of us.
Let's
Filipino
fucking do it.
Olympics.
Let's go.
The Filipino wars right here, man.
The final event.
Let's-
While we've got gout, we have to dance to Nickling. Oh man!
Can we have like a chicharron battle out or something like that? How many bags of chicharron we can eat?
That's dangerous. And then what? Do the 100-meter gout right after?
I am completely down, and I will destroy all yous, man.
You have to hold the fucking candle and see how many times you can do this. How many times you can do this with the candle?
What? Why is that pillow? Is that a pillow
The
thing?
fillet, what's
the
it called?
dance Pandango sa ilaw.
Yeah. Pandango sa ilaw.
I need to-
Bro.
Oh my gosh!
All right, that's the next event for the
That's
cheat
what-
cutters.
I am completely down, bro.
Rap looks so serious. I'm like, here.
It's like, yes,
He
we need
looks
to
so
have these
I
extra
can
determined right
missions.
outrun
now. He's
you
like,
guys, bro.
Fuck the Cheat Coders podcast. I'm gonna win this.
I'm so competitive. Let's do it. Let's set a date.
He's so G'd up. He's like, oh,
So cheat up. I don't know if it's the Red Bull or something. I'll outrun you motherfuckers with a gimbal. Motherfuckers. I'll film you guys behind me.
He's got
going
footage of his
Have you seen
triumph.
that? Have you seen that race? Have you seen that video? There's a video of a guy who's filming a running
there was
race.
a girl right next to
Yeah,
him.
a girl. Yeah, it was a girl, and then she was outrunning everyone with a fucking gimbal so she could record the race.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy to me, man. And I can do that too, man.
Bro.
Trust me, man.
with the Nikon 6D.
Set a date,
It's gotta
bro.
be a
Set a
SLR.
date. If they're gonna do boxing within celebrities, we're gonna do foot races within podcasters.
races.
I am
Running
challenging
with
every single
videos.
podcaster out there. I can outrun all of you.
Raph,
Look at
please
me.
stop starting-
Look at these
please.
feet. I'll run you in vans, bro.
Raph is like look. Raph is taking shots at everyone. He doesn't speak for all of us. Other podcasters, it's just Raph. He wants to run against you. It's not everyone.
We'll outrun you guys. For sure. We could.
All four
Ralph
of us.
Flores does not speak for the entirety of the Cheat Coders podcast.
We are the cheat coders. We are the mighty,
Like the
mighty
Euro
cheat
Cup.
coders.
We get like chants and shit.
Let's do it, bro. Let's have our own athletics carnival, bro. The cheat coders athletics carnival. That's gonna be my next thing, like the drop in, the cheat coders, and foot races. I'll outrun you guys.
I had a reserve.
Nice.
I'm not the best fighter, but running, whew.
Oh,
Best
man. Nice.
Fight or flight.
Nice.
I'll take flight.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. I'll talk to the guys, like all the podcasters out there.
You already did, bro.
I know. He just called him out.
Just called him
live on Twitch.
You heard that? You heard it first. He's calling you
It's
all
too
out.
late. We already like signed up for it. We had no say. We're fucked off.
It's like I'm picturing, you know, in Anchorman when they all meet up in the back and there's like the Telemundo guys rock up. He's like, I'm in the 7 Night News.
Are we all gonna bring out? Are we gonna run with our mics as well? 'Cause we're podcasters.
We're gonna have a live podcast, and we're gonna have a topic each.
Yo.
Just running like this. Meg Stallion, been another video.
So non-creative Filipino food names. That's just kissing.
So like
Guessing.
It's like a Filipino thing.
And then it's halo.
They call him
my
Pickle
dating life
Express.
is all about the guys. I want to hear my dating life.
So my grandma would get a bowl and a knife and then candle and then a candle.
Oh man.
It's sponsored by Vicks.
Hell yeah, bro. You got Vicks right here. The Vicks logo right in front of you, bro.
Oh man.
Ooh, I was tired doing that, bro. I don't think I could actually run. I'm gonna
This
take
whole
that
time
back.
he's calling people out going, I can run faster than you. He did that
He had a
for 30
lapse in
seconds.
judgment as soon as the Red Bull kicked in. He's like, I can outrun everybody.
You know what? It was
my
like these guys were talking about fighting and stuff and boxing, that they used to do that and all that. I'm like, what can I do better than these guys? That's all I was thinking about. It's like, man, I can't fight Don. He's got a lot of experience. It's really clear, like he
So
could really punch me out. But I reckon with those legs, I can run it. I can.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Oh bro.
All right.
All right, that's gonna happen. Right outside,
Let's do it.
outside the open studio, right that little driveway
park.
in the car park.
We'll also race that church.
Let's do it.
Challenge them. Challenge the church that's there.
The church
Let's do it for
They're full praying, and then out of nowhere the door just opens.
I challenge you to a foot race.
And the kids are like, who are you?
like a dinosaur.
Doesn't matter who I am.
It's tapping on the doors and shit.
Are you man enough to be challenged to a foot race?
Stretching my foot and stuff.
If you love Jesus, you'd race me. And they're like, well, let me tie up my shoes.
I guess
bro.
I'm racing you.
You know, I can run on water. You know what I mean?
Oh man, all right.
Oh, we're gonna react that way. Okay, my bad. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. My bad.
Okay. Nice.
All right,
let's call it.
let's end it there.
Let's call it. Let's call
Time to
it.
end it. Let's stop right there.
All right, so this is the.
Oh, shit. Laughing too much. Hand-eye coordination going out the window.
Yeah, I definitely can outrun you, bro. So